Greetings, Fright fans, and welcome into day 22 of our Halloween countdown, our Mad Scientist Monsters Run Wild episodes countdown this year. Yesterday we looked at the werewolf, which was a werewolf created by science. Science run amok. It's always the way, isn't it? I think these scientists would learn, but no, they're just singularly obsessed and just never learn their lesson. All right, so what are we going to look at tonight? Tonight's movie. This is a good one, and one that one of the viewers had suggested, one of you guys out there had suggested in the comments last week, and it's one that I may have seen before, but I don't think so. I think this was actually a first time watch for me, believe it or not, and it's a good one. The Colossus of New York. The Colossus of New York follows the story of the Spencer family, a family of famous scientists comprised of renowned brain surgeon William Spencer, played by Otto Kruger, and his two sons, Henry, played by John Barragray, who specializes in robotics and automation, and Jeremy, played by Ross Martin, a famed humanitarian who is working to end world hunger and has been awarded the International Peace Prize for his work. Tragedy strikes, however, when Jeremy is struck by a truck and killed. His father, grief-stricken and unable to accept his son's death, has his body rushed to his home where he has a private laboratory and removes his brain, keeping it alive in a fluid-filled encasement. But he has a plan. He later transplants that brain into the body of a giant hulking robot created by Henry. The procedure is successful, but the end creation lacks Jeremy's humanity. In short, the brain survived without the soul. He slowly begins to slip away, becoming a cold, unfeeling monstrosity. The procedure also gives Jeremy a couple of interesting side effects, including incredible strength, telepathic powers, and the ability to shoot deadly beams out of his eyes. This one was made by Paramount in 1958 and was directed by William Allen, who is best known as a producer for a ton of sci-fi films, including Tarantula, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and It Came from Outer Space, all directed by Jack Arnold, incidentally. The robot in this one is huge. Henry wasn't messing around when he created that monstrosity. It's interesting that they dressed him in clothes as well, including a full flowing cape. Of course, this was probably done to hide more of the robot for budgetary reasons, but it looks cool. This is a fun one. You can rent it for a few bucks on YouTube or Amazon, or it's available on DVD and Blu-ray. I was aware of this movie. I knew of it. I knew what it was. I knew what the monster looked like, but I don't believe I've ever watched it unless I saw it on TV as a kid. But as an adult, I certainly had no recollection of watching it. So I bought the DVD and checked it out, or Blu-ray, I can't remember, one of them. And I think I bought the Blue and checked that out, and it's good. The Colossus of New York. This is definitely a good one, worth watching. What do you guys think about it? Have you seen this one? You definitely should check it out. It's definitely worth watching. I'm going to give this one, Colossus, we'll go ahead and give it 4 because it's got some quality to it. I love the design of the robot. I love that he's so freaking big. Like, okay, you're going to design this, you're mad at your brother, and you're going to design a robot to house his consciousness, but let's make it just gigantic and of super strong proportions. I don't think that was a good idea. Should have thought that one through a little bit better. But he's funny looking to me, and I think it's cool that he's wearing the cape. Of course, I know they did that to hide the costume more, but it makes him look like a superhero, doesn't it? It looks like a superhero movie with him running around, and they gave him superhero powers, so there you go. All right, guys, what do you think about the Colossus of New York? Have you seen this one, and do you like it? Let me know, and let me know in the comments down below. And be sure and join me back here tomorrow night. We'll keep this countdown going. Until then, Dr. Gangrene saying, stay mad.